signal on my YouTube channel go live and healthy before there we go. Yes, before I decide that I'm actually on. Okay, so this is gonna work. Welcome to the first episode of Disney Dust. And this is unlike my podcast, which is Once Upon a Fairy Tale. Unlike that, this is more casual. This is me. You get to see me in person as opposed to just hear my voice. And this is, I guess, just more casual and fun. The only thing that happened, though, was that I actually recorded the first episode about, I don't know, I just finished recording the first episode about, 5 minutes ago, and then realized that my audio wasn't on. So this is actually a second take of the first episode. So that's a little bit of a loser, sad story, right? But you know what? If you do something twice, it's only gonna get better with repetition. So I suppose this is a better version of that first episode. Unfortunately, there's some things that I cannot repeat because in that first episode I actually did an unboxing. So now everything has been unboxed. It's pretty sad. So I'm going to try and pretend, and you're going to try and pretend with me that some of these things haven't been unboxed, if you care to. So what's going to happen is I'm going to show you the Amazon box that my order came in and dump that and then show you what I got. But before we get into that, I just want to say, oh yes, welcome to my room, my Disney room. It's got Disney posters all over, and I have more collections, but I won't get into that today. I'm also wearing this Aladdin shirt well, I won't say in memory of just yet, because the Aladdin Musical Spectacular is still playing at the park, but it is going to be replaced by Frozen, which is it's been playing for 12 years, but still, it's I know many people are very upset about it because they love this musical, and Frozen is just just overkill, right? Frozen has been everywhere, and it's still non-stop. People are still going on about Frozen. Little girls that I see, even here in Singapore, are wearing Anna and Elsa dresses. Let It Go is ringing in the air still. Even I just did a cover of Let It Go, which I will post on my YouTube channel here. So yeah, so we have enough of Frozen. But anyway, so in honor of Aladdin, this is the Aladdin Musical Spectacular t-shirt that I'm wearing. Also, in recent news, Aladdin has just been released on Blu-ray. It's out of the vault again. And contrary to what some websites are saying, well, actually it was more of Broadway.com. They interviewed the actors on the Broadway musical, and they also brought in the film cast who were in New York to promote the DVD. So they had an interview, and the reporter was saying that it was the previous version of it that was released to the public was VHS, which is not true, because the version that was released before this Diamond Edition version was the Platinum Edition for, I think, the 10th anniversary, and that was sort of released just after they remastered it and showed it at IMAX theaters in HD. So so that's the correction there. But other than that, it's pretty exciting. I hope you got your copy. I think I'm going to order mine pretty soon. I know it's out, and but I live in Singapore, so shipment-wise, I don't know. Maybe I'm also saving some money. In any case, talking about shipment, let's get to my order. And so if you're not a gamer, you might find this boring. So if you're not gonna tune in, then I would say see you in Disney Dust episode 2. If you're gonna try and stick it out, well, let's see if you stay on. Okay, so Disney Infinity is this game that I play that it's got 3 versions of it so far. So Disney Infinity 1, 2, and now they're on to Disney Infinity 3. It's sort of like an expansion. And so in Disney Infinity 3, well, the concept of Disney Infinity itself is that all the worlds come together. So all the properties that Disney owns, Marvel Star Wars, Pixar, and Disney. Um, all of these worlds come together. That's why it's called Disney Infinity, because it's like a world, a place of infinite possibilities. And so basically what happens is there are of course different play sets, rather, and they're called play sets, but rather they're also called games, I guess, in layman's terms. And these play sets are specific worlds. And so you just play through them like any other game, and from start to finish. But there's also this thing in Disney Infinity called the Toy Box, where players get to create their own worlds. And that's where all the mixing and matching can come in. So you can have a world where you have Spider-Man in it, but also talking to Elsa and Anna. So something like that. So basically, you get to create your own worlds. Other people get to play them if you share them. Also, other people create their own worlds, and you get to play them. So the game is not just based on these play sets, but also the Toy Box, which has an infinite number of games by an infinite number of players. So that's Disney Infinity in a nutshell. I also play Kingdom Hearts, and that's another huge Disney game. So I'm, of course, Kingdom Hearts fans are waiting for the number 3, which is coming out hopefully either next year, either end of this year or next year. I'm really hoping soon. And I would probably get a PS4 just to play that. Yeah. But not just yet. Right now I play on my Wii U, which works just fine. But for Disney Infinity, it does have very little memory, so sometimes when I'm building my toy boxes, I can't put any more stuff into the toy boxes just because the memory of the Wii U is just not as big as the PS4 or PS3 or the Xbox. But the good thing about Disney Infinity is that it uses the current day's technology. So they actually have the Toy Box as a sort of an app that you can download for your iPad or even on your PC. So the PC version, Disney Infinity fans who are more familiar, is going to be released on October 30th, which is very soon. And so you can design your toy boxes on your PC or your iPad instead of having to just load up your console and design it there. So that's a good thing. Yes, so let's look at what I got in my Amazon box. I got, so it's ripped up now, of course, the Toy Box Speedway. So this is another sort of playset, basically, and it's very much like, they're saying, it's very much like Mario Kart 8, which I play because I have a Wii U. So I'm really excited to play this game, and this is the game that would probably have you bring back all your old characters that you've not touched for a long time, the ones that you like at least, and have them, you can race as different characters. So that is very exciting, and you can race in different vehicles too. So that makes it very exciting, and I'm really excited because I love Mario Kart, but having more racetracks with Disney characters, oh my gosh, dream come true, right? So I'm really excited for this. So once I opened this, basically all that was in it was just a card, and where is it now? It was this. So this is the playset piece, which lets you play Toy Box Speedway. Very, very pretty. It's like a locket almost, right? But it's not, and you can't open it. It's just that. So you place it on the Disney Infinity base, basically, and pun intended, and you get to play Toy Box Speedway. So exciting! I can't wait to try it out. Anyway, so I could almost be lying, right? Because if I can't wait to try it out, I should be trying it out now. But let's move on to the other thing that I got. I got this. It's all ripped up, you can see, but I put it back. So this is a playset, which I explained earlier on, and this is the so for playsets for Disney Infinity 3, they have 3 Star Wars playset. The first one was Twilight of the Republic, which was based on the movies episodes 1 to 3. So this is the second one, which is based on the movies 4 to 5. As you can see, I'm sorry, 4 to 6. So as you can see, Luke and Leia are from episodes 4 to 6. That's why this is the second playset. And the third playset is going to be based on The Force Awakens, which is the 7th movie, and that is part of another trilogy, which is going to be episodes 7 to 9, which is really exciting. And just so you know, there are 2 other standalone movies as well that they're planning on top of those 3 new movies, episodes 7 to 9. So there are 3 playsets altogether for Disney Infinity 3 Star Wars. And this one I just got. It was released recently to the public, October 13. Although, very lucky PS4 players, PS3 players, got this playset the day that Disney Infinity 3 was released. That was only exclusively for Sony PS4s and PS3s. I think Disney Infinity has a good relationship with Sony. What do you think? Anyhow, let's open this up. So rip, pretend I ripped it. Throw, recycle, I mean. And this is how it opens up. There's like a backing here which you pull out of the plastic. Okay. And so these are the characters. You need these to play the characters. So you put the character on the base, and basically once you put that on the base, you're able to play that character in the game. So let's take ladies first. Leia first. Alright, let's have a look at her. Very pretty. Nice white outfit. And she's also a fighter. That's very nice. Cool. So Leia's there. And then let's look at Luke. Very cool. He has a lightsaber with him. And I don't know what outfit this is. Whether it's from episodes 4, 5, or 6. I'm not sure which one. But Luke looking very cool. And then we have, this is the playset piece. The Death Star. So I don't know if you guys have watched all 6 movies again in preparation for The Force Awakens, but I just did, and I am so stoked and ready for the 7th episode to come out, The Death Star. Okay, so now, this is a very crucial moment. This is a moment because Luke is about to meet his father, Anakin. And this is from the first playset. So let's have a comparison. Let's look. Let's see. Anakin and Luke. Now, I don't know, which is your favorite character of the 2? I really love Anakin a lot more than Luke, because I feel that, you know, his journey is such a tragedy in some ways, and he is not a bad person. He was just like lost, you know, and throughout the 6 movies, he always had redeeming qualities right up to the end, even as Darth Vader. So, you know, it's a very, very tragic story, and I love this character. So it's played by Hayden Christensen in the movie, but it's actually voiced by Matt Lanter in the game. So the voice you hear is by the voice actor and actor Matt Lanter. He also voiced the voice for Anakin for the animated series The Clone Wars. In case you didn't know about that, there's actually more stories in the form of Clone Wars, which is an animated series done by Lucasfilms. And basically there have been 5 seasons of the Clone Wars, and that's wrapped. But there's also this new series, Star Wars series, also animation. I think it's called Rebel Wars, so that's in its 2nd season right now. Very exciting. I haven't watched a single episode of anything, but I intend to, because now I'm sort of, now that, you know, Star Wars is part of Disney, I'm starting to get more interested in Star Wars. So that's pretty much it. So the thing that didn't come in my package was the Toy Box Takeover, which is another game, and I'm a little bit miffed because with each playset that you play, or even in the Toy Box Takeover, I know that when you play these games, you kind of unlock certain items, And so let me explain how this works. So you unlock like decorative pieces, buildings, characters and stuff. And when you unlock these things, you can actually put them in your toy box when you're making them. And if you don't unlock these things, you don't get those options. So basically, you actually have to play through the playset to unlock things. And the Toy Box Takeover has some characters that I want to unlock. So I'm anxious to do that if I design my next toy box. So Disney Infinity has like this thing called the Toy Box Challenge. I think about every week they have a new one, and it's different. It's a different challenge each time. And then the top 5 people who are selected get featured for everyone else to play their toy box, which is very exciting. So yeah, so the Toy Box Takeover didn't come in my package. It was supposed to come because it when I pre-ordered Disney Infinity 3, that was part of the bonus of that, and they just didn't put it in. Amazon didn't put it in. They forgot. And I have to say, though, this is not a complaint. Amazon is actually fantastic, because when I called them earlier on, they said they were really sorry and that they would send it immediately. And what I did was actually, because by the time this was sent out, it was too late. But this was my chance to pre-order the 3rd playset for Star Wars, which is The Force Awakens. And so I asked them, could I just pre-order this playset, and could you send that together with the missing item, the Toy Box Takeover, which you guys forgot to send? And they said yes. So basically, I'm ordering that 3rd playset, and I'm getting free delivery on that, because it's going to be, riding on with the missing item. And what's good is that they even said that they would send my missing item, the Toy Box Takeover, next week. So I don't have to wait for it to come. And then, of course, the playset would come December 18 when that's released. So I get, I don't have to pay anything, and I get 2 shipments. It's awesome. So, yes, good job, Amazon.com. I will be your customer forever. Alright, so that's pretty much it. And right now I'm just gearing up for podcast number 5, which is going to be about Disney on Ice, because not many people talk about that. And I've also wondered, when they started, what shows they have, and how they run generally. So I cover all that in my next podcast. That's the main feature of podcast number 5. And I also talk about upcoming Disney sequels. So in my first podcast, I covered all the movies that Disney has right up till 2019. So all these movies have confirmed release dates and confirmed titles. What I'm going to cover in this podcast, number 5, are sequels that don't have confirmed release dates yet. I couldn't cover all of them, so now I'm getting into some of these others. And there are a lot of them, so I'm only picking the ones that are sequels for now. It's a good way to categorize them. So basically, I'm going to be talking to you about these movies with sequels that are coming up, and that are in the preliminary, stages right now of development. So that's Disney on Ice, Disney movie sequels, and other Disney news as well. That's going to be covered in the podcast, so be sure to listen to it. Once Upon a Fairy Tale is what it's called. You can subscribe to it on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and you can also listen to it here on the Disney Channel, on my Disney Dwayne channel. There's a playlist called Once Upon a Fairy Tale. The podcasts are put there. And now we have a new playlist, which is called Disney Dust. I got that name initially for the podcast, because some podcasts will not be all about Disney stuff. So the podcasts that are all about Disney stuff are basically called Disney Dust Editions. But right now I thought this would be a great title for my casual hangout videos, so that's going to be the title of this as well. Yeah. So until the next Disney Dust episode, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Disney Dwayne, and I hope the next time I'm on, I'll be able to even see your comments in the chat and chat with you guys. That would be really cool. But I didn't do any publicity for this, so this is just random, and I do want to get around to playing the Toy Box Speedway. Ooh, packaging. So yes, I'm gonna go do that right now, as well as plan my podcast number 5. And so I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much for tuning in. Tell your friends about us. Tell your friends about this channel and about Once Upon a Fairy Tale, as well as all the other good stuff that you see on here. I do Disney covers as well, so you can check that on the other playlist that says Disney Covers by Dwayne. I think that's the title of it. Alright, so until next time, thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great, great week ahead. Bye.